Won't you stay, at least down till the sun goes down? When you're gone, I lose faith, I lose everything I have found. Heartstrings, violence, that's what I hear when you're by my side. Yeah, that's what I hear when you're by my side. When you're gone, the music's gone, whoa, 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 whoa. I lose my rhythm, lose my soul, whoa, 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 whoa. So hear me out before you say the night is over. I want you to know that we gotta carry on. Don't let this be our final song. Don't let this be our final song. So hear me out before you say the night is over. I want you to know that we gotta carry on. Don't let this be our final song. Baby, when we were young, there was nothing to make believe. And the songs that we sang, they were written for you and me. Melodies on repeat, that's what I hear when you're by my side. Yeah, that's what I hear when you're by my side. When you're gone, the music's gone, whoa, 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 whoa. I lose my rhythm, lose my soul, whoa, 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 whoa. So hear me out before you say the night is over. I want you to know that we gotta carry on. Don't let this be our final song. Don't let this be our final song. So hear me out before you say the night is over. I want you to know.
La música es testigo, ya la veo, mamacita. Louis Vuitton es su vestido. Diamante, le gusta cuando al oído yo le digo que
Mamacita, mamacita, qué bonita. Mamacita. Mamacita, mamacita, qué bonita. Mamacita.
ella no le baja nunca tumba. Siempre anda lista para la rumba. Dos amigas que le secundan. Salen y gastan la punta. Le gusta sudarle el alcohol. Sola la pasa mejor. Vestida de Christian Dior. Siempre llega cuando sale el sol. Dame de lo que yo sé. Una botella de rosé. Que la chori tiene sed. Ese booty mami la rompe. Ella tiene algo que hace que a mí me guste. Ella tiene algo que hace que a mí me guste.
I'ma put you in the mix, put you in the mix, put you in the, put you in the, put you in the mix. Alright, okay. I'ma love you all kind of ways. Boy, you got me caliente when you call me mamacita. Alright, boy, you got me saying ooh la la. Ay, Dios mío, oh my God. Call me mamacita.
Mamacita, mamacita, qué bonita. Mamacita.
Billboard, baby, do a leap and make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way I like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to LHA Live and our virtual open house. My name is Peter McKelvey. I'm the Vice Principal in charge of the junior campus, and I'll be one of your hosts for this evening. It is an absolute pleasure to welcome our potential future class of 2027. Welcome all students, welcome parents, welcome guardians, and welcome to the whole community. I think you guys are going to have a wonderful evening tonight. You're going to get to see our school. You'll get to meet a lot of the administrators, a lot of the teachers, and more importantly, you'll hear true stories from students about their experiences here at LaurenHill. One thing that I want to mention very quickly is this is a family atmosphere. There are people who have been at LaurenHill since its inception. They've been here for so long that they graduated from here as students, they came back as teachers, and some of them have never left. So you'll have a chance to meet all of those people tonight and hear their wonderful stories, and hopefully it'll convince you to join our school for next school year. Please let me introduce Ms. Limperopoulos, one of the other vice principals here at LaurenHill.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to LaurenHill Academy's virtual open house. My name is Rhea Limperopoulos, and I'm one of the vice principals here at LaurenHill Academy. And I'm really proud to say that I've been, this is my year 6 at LaurenHill, and I started off at the junior campus and made my way up here to senior campus, and I seem to be kind of on both campuses, so you kind of see me everywhere. I am delighted to be here. I think you'll have a wonderful evening as we showcase all the wonderful things that are happening at our junior campus. And then as you finish your first and second year of high school at the junior level, you come on over to the senior side on Côte Vertu, and then you go into your third, your fourth, and finally that amazing, exhilarating 5th year of high school, where we just see you off and you take on a new adventures and new endeavors into your life. So junior campus is just a wonderful way to transition in from your elementary school into an atmosphere that is kind of an in-between between elementary and high school. Is that junior way where you're still kind of I would say taken care of and not quite pampered like you are in elementary school, but really watched over, and a beautiful transition into the high school. And then you come to our senior campus, where we kind of allow you a little bit more freedom as you get older, where you get to experience high school in a different way. So that's what you'll be experiencing tonight. And I'm happy to be sharing that with you once again. I'll pass it over to my partner, Mr. Kulchek, who is also at senior campus this year with me. Go ahead, Mr. Kulchek. Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Limperopoulos. I'm really excited to meet all of our potential students next year. LaurenHill has a great reputation, and the elementary schools that feed into us also have a great reputation that we're really happy to uphold. I'm really excited to share the night with you tonight. We have an evening filled with content and activities for the students to enjoy. First up, we're going to meet Miss Manos, our school principal. She's in charge of both campuses. She travels back and forth, and she has 2 offices. I don't know many principals that have 2 offices in elementary school. Next, we're going to move on to our enrichment program. We're very proud of our STEAM program, which will be in its 5th year next year, which is a cross-curricular collaboration between teachers that create projects for students to do in the class at an enriched pace. And there's a bit of a tidbit that Ms. Manos will give at the end of the night. Next, we'll meet our fantastic student council led by Mr. Adams, who's one of our junior campus teachers, and you'll hear some student testaments, followed by a really fantastic science show. Once that science show is completed and you get to meet one of Mr. McKelvey's former students, we're going to move on to a dance presentation. We're very proud of our fine arts at this school, and we decided to show you one today. In our trailer beforehand, you may have seen our music, art, and drama programs, but tonight you'll get to see the dance program and hear some students who are going to give their feedback on their experience. And then at the end, we have a special surprise. We will be revealing our brand new Aquatics Center, fully renovated. No one has seen it. So all of you on the stream tonight will get to first opportunity, but not just yet. So thank you, enjoy, and I'm very excited to share LaurenHill with you. Ms. Manos, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very excited to say hello to all of you this evening and to welcome you to our virtual open house. LaurenHill Academy is a high-ranking public school. We are a community school, and we serve all students in our community. With that being said, tonight you'll get to visit our school virtually. You'll get a glimpse into the fine arts concentration programs that we offer, the enrichment programs that we offer, and all the extracurricular and sports that we offer. For the French programs, which I know is important to the parents, and living in Quebec, we want our students to be bilingual and biliterate, and we offer 3 programs at LaurenHill Academy. We have Français langue seconde, Français enrichi, and the FLE program, which is Français langue d'enseignement. So it's mother tongue French that we offer, which is the highest level of French that can be offered in a high school in Quebec. We are also very excited to showcase our fine arts concentration this evening. You will be welcomed to see one of our dance programs or part of one of our dance programs. And you will have glimpsed some of our award-winning music students. We have 5 bands at LaurenHill Academy and an award-winning jazz band. We're very proud of our visual arts program, as well as our drama department. For extracurricular activities, not only must we exercise our mind with academics, but we want to exercise our bodies. We have a sports program like no other. What school can boast 2 huge gymnasiums, quadruple gyms when you count both campuses? We have 2 fitness centers and an aquatic center. We're very, very proud of our newly renovated aquatic center. As Mr. Kulchak said, you will get a reveal of it later this evening. So stay tuned. We offer many sports. Our hockey team is starting back this year. We offer soccer, basketball, volleyball, swim team, so many sports. We have a wonderful new sports field, as well as, I said before, our aquatic center. Back to academics, we run many different programs and we cater to students at every level. One of the things that we're very proud of is our STEAM enrichment program. STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math. And we are in our 5th year this year of our STEAM program. We will be, actually, I'm very excited to say, I'll take you back to Mr. Kulchak. Welcome again. Please stay with us for the night. There will be a Q&A later on where you can text in questions. Enjoy the evening. I'll see you later on. Mr. Kulchak, go ahead with STEAM at LHA.
Thank you, Ms. Manos. I could just gush about our STEAM program. It's in our 4th year currently, and next year we'll have our first batch of graduates. But I've said enough. Let's let students who are in the STEAM program tell it like it is.
Hi, I'm Ms. Mashricky, and I'm one of the STEAM teachers on LaurenHill Junior Campus. I just want to give you a little bit of information about our STEAM program. Basically, our students are experiencing new things all the time. They're exposed to new technologies, everything here in the makerspace. They are taught new modules. They are constantly collaborating on problem-based learning. We have modules on 3D design, 3D printing, Arduinos, robotics, bioplastics, gardening, coding, video game design, and so much more.
Hi, my name is Anthony Coroneos, and today I'll be representing the STEAM program and one of the projects we did. One of the projects we did was 3D modeling and printing. It was very unique and creative because we got to put our own twist to building and designing. We got to build birdhouses and some buildings in the city. We used a software app to take shapes and model them and design them in our own unique way. Then after, we got to print them out and see what they came out to. I really enjoyed it because I got to see what my own creation was.
My name is Mariela Panetta, and I'm going to be talking about the Minecraft project that STEAM got to do last year. So in the Minecraft project, it was a really unique thing that we all got to do, and we built a sustainable city that had to be fit for the likes of what the world would be like in, say, 2050. So in 2050, the world would obviously be a bit different, a bit more pollution, hopefully not, but it's inevitable. And we had to supply a power source and, hospitals and things like that for our city because every city needs that. So my team chose a geothermal power source, which is basically better and provides more for the city because it's a healthier power source that generates from the minerals in water and the earth.
Last year in STEAM, we had a project where we had to design our own sustainable city with around 50,000 inhabitants. We were each divided into our own teams in which we each had a special role. Our teachers also made a digital workbook where we could plan our budget, decide the characteristics, location, and resources for our city, as well as brainstorm our ideas. We even made a blueprint of our city in which we drew landmarks of buildings such as office buildings, residential neighborhoods, schools, parks, aquariums, zoos, and so many more. The blueprint also gave us a general idea of what our city would look like when we made it in the video game. And overall, it was a fun experience. We all learned a lot, yet we still had a lot of fun. So I think we're very lucky to have had this opportunity.
Here at LaurenHill Academy, over the course of May to June, we had a robotics program where you would learn how to program a robot EV3. The EV3 is a miniature robot that can do several things, such as picking up an item and placing it back down, or counting how many people walked past it. Another thing it can do, which what we did at the end as our final project, was a huge sumo tournament, where you'd attempt to push out your opponent out of the ring.
The makerspace really allows them to create ideas because of everything that's in this room. They love their STEAM days in here. You can see a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, and that's what the program really brings. Eye-opening technologies, excitement, and the atmosphere is really contagious.
Wow, hello, Mr. Adams. There sure was a lot of that video, eh?
Yeah, tons to talk about. So let me just give you guys an overview kind of what we do with English language arts and how we get to incorporate it into the STEAM program. So one of the differences with the STEAM program and the ELA is that I get to collaborate with some amazing colleagues. The social science department, the math department, the science department, obviously, all the projects they do, we can add an ELA element to it as well. So for example, last year, Ms. Santagata and Ms. Retta created the Minecraft project where the sustainable cities. So at the end of that project, they did their presentation. And then in English language arts, we researched different natural disasters that could happen. And then the kids had to inflict that natural disaster and then film it like it's a news report. So they did the report, they did the new filming. They had a great time doing that. We do garden building. So with science, we combined to do that. And we created a garden for the kids to grow vegetables and a garden where they can come and relax and just do work in as well. And both of those things require journaling, photography. So there's a lot of different things that you would get to do in this English language arts class that perhaps wouldn't be in others. So you know, it's a really cool place to come and learn and experience. Of course, we do all the traditional stuff too, all the grammar, the reading, the literature, but we also have a fantastic classroom library. And like I said, I get to collaborate with other incredible colleagues and do a lot of fun stuff that would normally not be a part of the curriculum. So that's a lot of the fun things that we do with STEAM in language arts. There's a lot of photography. There's a lot of video. There's a lot of building, creating movies and things like that. We did stop motion Lego movies a year ago. That was a lot of fun too. So, you know, you're going to come into this classroom and experience a lot of new things. But, you know, regardless, LaurenHill Academy has a top English language arts department, and, you know, all my colleagues are amazing. So whatever class you're in at LaurenHill, you're still going to have a great time learning, reading, writing, appreciating all of those things. Okay. Hi. So I got some student council kids here too. Hi, Rhea.
Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you,
Hello.
Mr. Go ahead. Do we want to share some of the fun and exciting stuff you do?
So I'll just start off with student council. It's been a lot of fun working with these kids. They're amazing. One of the things we wanted to do with student council is get them involved in the community and in the community at large and the LaurenHill community doing things. So Rebecca is the student council president. Katya, your position on senior now?
I'm the secretary.
Secretary. And Janaea is brand new in grade 8. Last year we didn't have as much student council activity. So Janaea is looking forward to getting started with that this year. Rebecca, what should she be looking forward to?
Student council is such a great experience. I think that the last 5 years at LaurenHill for me have been nothing but amazing. And part of that, I have to thank student council. Student council is really amazing. We pride ourselves on really boosting school spirit by doing different events and various fundraisers such as Spirit Week, Back School Bash, different sports events, themed dances. It's just a whole lot of fun, and I know everyone gets involved, and at the end of the day, we're happy to make the students happy to come to school, and I love what I do, so I hope Janaea and future student council students will love the experience as well.
What do you think on junior side, Janaea's look?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
On junior campus, what does Janaea have to look forward to the most?
So this year, I'm really looking forward to Spirit Week. I heard it's extremely fun, where student council organizes different activities for junior side to do. And I'm also looking forward to the Terry Fox run to raise money for him and continue in his footsteps. And also looking forward to organizing different dress down days and to raise money for the school. Yeah.
Cool. Rebecca, what about you? What do you guys got planned for this year?
So this year we have so many great things coming up. Hopefully we'll be able to do a pep rally and some car washes, more dances if COVID permits, obviously. So many great things, dress down days. The list is infinite, and right now there's so many things coming to my mind that I cannot possibly tell you them all. But yeah, I'm really just looking forward to just even the little things like Spirit Week or Spirit Day, doing little sports events, sports tournaments in the gym. That's always a fun time.
Katya, what about you?
Yeah, I agree with all that they said. Spirit Week is definitely one of the best things you could experience. The events that happen are always amazing. Also, Spirit of Giving that happens during the holiday season, where we collect non-perishable food items. It's always a success. It's just great. Everything about it, all our events, yeah.
It's one of my favorite parts too. Spirit of Giving is definitely fun here.
Wonderful. Girls and everyone involved in student council, all members, it is an excellent way to get involved in school life outside of just the curriculum and classes, because this really gives you an opportunity as a member of student council to really exhibit a lot of leadership qualities, and also to bring in ideas of your interests and stuff you like to do, and you bring it into the school, and we expand on it, and we create lots of giving, lots of receiving. And of course, it's the fun part of school, aside from all the learning that is equally fun. Just the fact that you're there as a student body, where you sit on a committee and you represent the students, and you bring to the table all your ideas, and your ideas are always welcome because they're your way of making our school even better. So thank you so much, Junior Student Council. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Rebecca Romano, who is the president of our Senior Student Council. So thank you, Mr. Adams, and thank you, girls, for sharing all your experiences at the junior level. And now I'll introduce Rebecca. Welcome, Rebecca.
Hi.
Hi, Rebecca. This is Rebecca Romano. She is our school president. So she's the student council president at the senior side. The elections were held last year, of course, because everything was done virtually last year. But here we are with Rebecca in the president's seat over at senior. Welcome, Rebecca. Tell us a little bit of what's going on here at senior campus.
So at Senior Campus, we just finished one of our biggest events that we host every year, and that is Back to School Bash. We did collaborate with the administration on this, and we had the opportunity to give the students almost like an afternoon off where they can enjoy themselves. We had food going, we usually have music going, we sell snacks. It's just a great time and just a very welcoming environment to welcome not only our new students, but returning students. A nice way to go back to school in a fun way instead of just jumping right into the academics, although that is important.
Academics first.
Yes, always.
How about some of the other activities you have planned for this year as we move and transition back into a normal year again?
So as I had mentioned before, some of the things I'd like to bring back or maybe continue are doing theme school dances. That was always a big hit for Student Council in the past years.
Oh, yes.
We've done Halloween dances, we've done Winter Wonderlands, we've done Valentine's Day dances, end of year dances, a bunch of different theme dances that we'd really like to bring back. Certain smaller events like car wash, like sports days, like we have tournaments in the gym where students will be able to play basketball or soccer or any different sport. Or even our Spirit Week brings us a lot of something that actually Student Council really takes a lot of time to plan and organize. Spirit Week. Spirit Week is a week where students can come in. Once a week, they do come in every week. Sorry, I should have said that in a better sentence, but they get to come in certain days in dress down or in themed clothes. And then we have different events for them, whether it be dance-offs or whether it be karaoke, whether it be whatever, just to boost the school spirit throughout the school on both junior and senior campus.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for sharing with us. I have to say that many of our student council students, once they have graduated, and I have seen them move on into the world, they really have shown some great leadership abilities in their CEGEP years, in their university years, and definitely into their communities. So we have Student Council to thank for that. Thank you, Rebecca.
You're welcome.
Well, at LaurenHill, we believe in the whole student. We do science, we do the arts, and we actually love blending those together. So please, Ms. Limperopoulos and I are very excited to share with you a science show that some of our senior students wanted to put together for tonight.
Oh, can't wait to see that, Mr. Kulchek.
Hello, I'm Norjan and I'd like to welcome you to this year's Magic Science Show. Today we'll show you a few fun magic tricks, and to learn the science behind them you could take the chemistry course in Secondary 5 with physics after taking the environmental science course in Secondary 4. As someone who's taken these courses, I can guarantee that they're not boron. Let the show begin. Hi, I'm Maria.
And I'm Sarah, and this is Bob.
Hi, Bob. It's nice to meet you. Maria, Bob is really hungry. Thankfully, I brought my styrofoam peanuts.
That's great.
Say, Sarah, how hungry do you think he is?
I think he could eat maybe 10 styrofoam peanuts.
All right, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Wow, he ate those really quickly.
He really did. Think he's still hungry?
I think he is.
You want to give him the entire jar?
Yeah, let's do it.
Perfect. And there you have it.
You want to go get some food?
Sure, let's do it. Okay.
Hi, I'm Enrique.
And I'm Anjali. Hey Enrique, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
What do elephants use to brush their teeth?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, let's find out. Elephant toothpaste.
Hi, I'm Paula. My name is Sarah, and today we're taking you guys with us to the lab to have some drinks. Paula, I'm really thirsty. Let's have some water. Water's really plain. How about some grape juice? No, I don't like grape juice. How about some lemonade to keep us refreshed? It's more of a pizza and 7-Up type of night. No, but that's way too much sugar and calories. Milk sounds way healthier. I'm lactose intolerant. Do you want me to sit in the bathroom for 2 hours after this? Fine, Pepto-Bismol it is. We don't want to upset your poor stomach. Cheers!
Hi everyone, my name is Nora Peng, and I am a science teacher on the senior campus. I actually graduated LaurenHill about 20 years ago, and I have been teaching here for almost 13 years. So basically, I actually never left LaurenHill. And the reason being is because it always felt like a second home to me. It has the right balance between academic excellence and social development. And as we all know, the perfect balance is the key to success. So thank you for joining us, and a big thank you to our amazing lab technician, Monsieur Dordas, for helping us set up. Enjoy the rest of our open house.
Fantastic. I'm so impressed. Students and Miss Pang as well. Wonderful job. I love the performance art, blending in the science as well. Who needs America's Got Talent? We've got LaurenHill Academy has talent. Bravo, everyone. And Miss Pang, I have to say, you were much more serious as a student than you are as a teacher. But wonderful. Thank you very much for all of your creativity, all of you. That was fantastic. Ms. Limperopoulos, I hear you have a surprise for me, because it's not just the science department that's creative around here.
Oh no, Mr. McKelvey, you think we're not just scientists here, but we definitely have talent, and boy, can we dance at LaurenHill Academy. But next up, we're going to see a little video about how well we can groove here at LaurenHill. Here we go. Enjoy the show.
What started off as only a semester course over 40 years ago has now grown into a full fine arts program that spans over 2 campuses, 5 grades, and over 250 dancers. Our LHA junior dancers have greeted every challenge with determination and resilience. Without further ado, please help us in welcoming the junior dancers in We Are LHA.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business.
I was 7 years old when I got my first pair. And I stepped outside and I was like, Mama, This air bubble right here is gonna make me fly. I hit that court, and when I jumped. I swear I got so high. I touched the net. Mom, I touched the net. This is the best day of my life. Air Max is we're next. That air bubble, that mesh, the vibes, the smell, stuck in it. The trend in school, I was so cool. I knew that I couldn't crease them. My friends couldn't afford them. More stripes on their Adidas. On the court, I wasn't the best, but my kicks were like the pros. Yo, stick out my tongue so everyone could see that logo. Nike Air Flight book bag was so dope. And then my friend Carlos's brother got murdered for his fours. Whoa. See, he just wanted a jump shot, but they wanted to start a cult though. They don't want to get caught. From Genesee Park to Othello, you could clown for those probings with the Velcro, those were not tight. I was trying to fly without leaving the ground, cause I wanted to be like Mike, right? Wanted to be him, I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to touch the rim, I wanted to be cool, and I wanted to fit in. I wanted what he had. America, it begins.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I'll go so high, I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. Just hitch my wings and pull the strings. I got these dreams that all fly.
We want what we can't have. The commodity makes us want it. So expensive, damn. I just got to flaunt it, got to show 'em. So exclusive, this, that, new shit. $100 for a pair of shoes. I would never hoop in. Look at me, I'm a cool kid. I'm an individual, yeah, but I'm part of a movement. My movement told me be a consumer, and I consumed it. They told me to just do it, I listened to what that swoosh said. Look at what that swoosh did. See it consume my thoughts. Are you stupid? Don't crease them, just leave them in that box. Strangled by these laces, I can barely talk. That's my air bubble and I'm lost. If it pops, we are what we wear what we are. But see, I look inside the mirror and think Phil Knight tricked us all. Will I stand for change or stay in my box? These Nikes help me to find me, but I'm trying to take mine off.
Well, here we are back. How did you enjoy that, Mr. McKelvey?
Fantastic. You know, every time I see our students dance, they impress me so much. And it's been a hallmark of our school for so many years. Dance, music, the arts, drama. You really can't go wrong at LaurenHill. All 4 programs are wonderful. Great job, students. I love the dance routine.
It was beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to take a moment right now to introduce 2 of our students. I would like to introduce Demita Lamoth Gooden. Good evening. Hi. And Aislinn Costa, of course. Hi, girls, hi. How about you take a couple of minutes to maybe tell me a little bit about how you have contributed or how you have experienced dance here at LaurenHill. Demita, we want to start with you?
Sure. So I came to LaurenHill and I've been in the dance program since secondary 1, so 5 years now. And before that, I did have an interest in dance, but I didn't really know how to grow it and channel that into what it is today. So for me, coming out of elementary school, coming into high school, having this new experience where I can choose something that I want to do for fun, and having teachers that will help me grow my craft, grow my art, and help me discover my art. I think that's something that's really amazing about the dance program in the school. And personally speaking, I think that without LaurenHill, I wouldn't be the dancer I am today. And I think that's something that speaks volumes, because a lot of people, like if you see me dance, you know, like when I'm on stage, I'm a whole different person. I have this confidence, this energy to me that that I didn't have when I first started dance, Sec 1 dance. And I think it's really awesome to see how the teachers after school, both after school and in-school teachers, help grow your dance. And especially when in-class dance wasn't like enough for me in terms of difficulty levels, I especially love after-school dance because I feel like that really helped me grow and build and help me appreciate and admire dance more. that other schools didn't have to offer. So I love that about LaurenHill.
Your passion comes across very clearly. So bravo, nicely said.
Yeah. And also in after school dance, Demetra, you get to choose what kind of dance you want to do enhance or you want to develop further, right? Whether it be your ballet or whether it be jazz or contemporary, that's more of your choice. So we definitely have developed into quite the dancer. I must say.
That's the part I love. You get to pick and choose what you want.
That's right.
Because I was not really the best in like the contemporary dances, but I love that I had the option to go to contemporary, to ballet, and even like more culture dances. Like there used to be belly dancing, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there was even Bollywood dancing too. So I think that's something that's like really good about this school in terms of like cultural things that are beyond the curriculum.
Wonderful, thank you. Aislinn?
So hi everyone, like Ms. Lampropoulos mentioned, I'm Aslan Costa. I'm the Vice President of Student Council, as well as I'm a member of the LHA Dance Troupe. So from my experience, it's been incredible. I remember in grade 6, I was trying to decide which high school I wanted to go to. And one thing that I remembered about LaurenHill Academy was the LHA Dance Troupe came to my elementary school and performed a dance. So this will happen during December, during our annual tour. And I remembered that's why I want to go to LaurenHill Academy, is for their dance program. And that's what I did. I arrived at LaurenHill Academy. I joined the dance program. I was also tried out for the LHA Dance Troupe, and I got in. And I have been in it ever since. I'm in secondary 5 now. And it's been amazing. I've been learning so many new things. And the best part about it is you don't have to have any type of dance experience in the past. You come in and you learn new things. You learn different type of cultures, different types of traditions, different types of styles, techniques. And it really gives you a whole different perspective of dance that you never saw before, you know? And I feel like it's the best part. It gives you new friendships. I know one of my best friends I met in the LHA Dance Troupe. It opens up so many different possibilities, different perspectives, and it enriches your LaurenHill Academy school year.
Girls, you're great ambassadors for the program. Thank you so much. Your passion and devotion to the troupe comes across very clearly. So bravo. And I'm sure we've got a number of students who are out there listening and are interested in the program thanks to you. So well done, girls. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, hi, Mr. McKelvey.
Is it time for a surprise?
I think we've made the audience wait long enough. But the revealing our new aquatic center is kind of a big deal. Everyone who's on the stream with us, you're going to see it for the first time. Why don't we bring all the students back in, and we can get their live reaction after the video is done playing. There it is, brand new aquatic center. We're very proud of it. I know that was a short teaser, but for all of you online, you'll have to register and come attend LaurenHill if you'd like to join us for a swim.
Wow, that was quite the renovated aquatic center and pool. I can't wait for it to be ready. Maybe I'll even start swimming, Mr. Kolchak.
Well, I know that we have a plan for all the administrators and the governing board to jump into the pool for our inaugural ribbon cutting, which would be a fun event.
Absolutely. I better make sure that temperature is nice and warm.
Yes. The heat in the aquatic center is quite nice, especially on a cold winter's day. And the new 2-story tall floor-to-ceiling window that they installed in the aquatic center will surely be there to brighten up our day as the winter approaches.
Yep, and that sunshine keeps shining bright inside the pool. You can always pretend you're by the beach somewhere in a tropical place. Great addition to that pool.
Yeah, let's bring the students in. We'll start our Q&A, and maybe they can give us their thoughts on that pool trailer. Not everyone at once, you know. There's only one lifeguard on duty.
It's amazing.
It was great.
You can't wait to go over junior and dip my toes in, you know?
After watching that video, I personally have to say I cannot wait to jump into the pool with my uniform on, obviously. Even if it's not heated or whatever, I don't mind. I will jump in after seeing the new renovations of that pool. I just want to hop right in.
It looks amazing.
It does.
Well, thank you for joining us, students. Now we're going to start the question and answer portion of the evening. Do we have our first question on deck? Maybe we can pop up on screen. I think we're also waiting for Mr. Adam. Okay, so our first question is from Tyson. For dancing, do they make their own dance or follow a routine? Demita or Aislinn, would one of you like to take this question?
For sure. I think it's a little bit of both. So during your dance class, your teacher will say, you're going to make a little dance, and then you're going to be graded on it. So you can pair up with your friends, with new friends, and basically create a little creation, and you can perform it in front of the class. So that's also good because you get to learn new things and try out to see if you like it, as well as the teacher will be teaching you dances. Troop members will be coming in and teaching you dances, like an annual Christmas dance. We would come in and teach you the moves. And overall, it's really fun, and it ends up doing everything. You're teaching, you're learning, a little bit of both.
Thank you, Aislinn. Demita, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, I also like to say for the juniors, while you do creations on that side, when you become a senior, your creations will be used for the show. So I think that's something you could like really look forward to, seeing what you put into the dance program on stage. So that's something you should really look forward to if you decide to come here, which you should.
Thank you, Demita. I'd like to welcome Miss Cameron, who's joining us from the LaurenHill Academy Junior Fitness Center. Welcome, Miss Cameron.
Thank you. Hi, everybody.
It's a pleasure to see you. Before the administration takes its leave and we let the rest of you take over and answer the questions, is there, Miss Cameron, would you like to introduce yourself before we get started?
Sure. My name is Miss Cameron. I'm one of the junior phys ed teachers. We actually have 3 phys ed teachers. And I also can't wait to get back into that pool. Just to give you a sense of what we do is I teach the students some paddling. Demita, I know you're in my class. Rebecca as well. We did some synchronized swimming back in the day. Do you remember? That was fun. Aslan, I don't remember if I ever did synchronized swimming with you. But no, you don't remember. But we have the pool. We have water polo, and it's great. It's great fun.
Thanks so much. So why don't we pull up the next question, and we'll have Ms. Pellicone, our student services representative, join us, and we won't be so crowded on this screen.
So is there a prerequisite for joining the dance program? So like I said, you don't really need any, you don't need anything. Like if you weren't dancing before, you really don't. It's just, you join the dance program and you're in. There's no tryout, there's anything. Unless you want to join the dance troupe, you can do that, you have to try out. But really it's just you come and you join and you have fun. Nothing too stressful. I don't know if anyone else, Demita, you want to add something?
No, you pretty much covered it. Rebecca?
I think I am part of the dance program, in case that wasn't made clear before, but I think Aslan pretty much stated it all.
Do we have another question on deck ready? Hello, Ms. Pellicone. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Ms. Pellicone is our spiritual animator, and she's here to represent student services. Ms. Pellicone, would you like to share a bit about yourself before we get started?
So yes, I'm the spiritual community animator. I'm part of the student services department. My role is of a prevention nature in terms of student services department, and I travel between the campuses doing special activities, class visits, workshops, and covering certain themes that are of a spiritual or community-based nature, and helping students feel like they belong at the school. So I can give more details if there's more questions about student services department or my role in specifically, or the other student service department role as well.
That's great. So I believe there was a question up from John Kakinos. So is there a placement exam for grade 6 students? Very good question, Mr. Kakinos. We are a public school. We take all students. If you apply to LaurenHill Academy, we are more than happy to have you. We do a exam for grade 6 students, just so we know where you're starting at. And we do a similar exam when as you're traveling through your time at LaurenHill, so that you could, so that we, the administration and the teachers, know what we need to do to make your educational experience here a bit better. So do we have an entrance exam? The answer is no. But do we have what we call a placement exam? The answer is yes. But it's not a, you will definitely be accepted to LaurenHill if you apply. Is there another question? So from Noman Can, does LaurenHill Academy have a resource team? Is there support for students who may require extra support in terms of academics? Ms. Pellicone, would you like to answer this question?
Sure. So, so the Student Services Department focuses more on the social, emotional, and academic planning for students. The resource team is actually made up of teachers, and so they will help with the tutoring and the what are called IEPs, and IEPs that help students just be more comfortable in the classroom with like a certain learning strategy that is something that the teacher and the student are on board with. In terms of Student Services Department, we do have what are called childcare workers or behavior technicians or special ed technicians, and they help with behavior management and helping students feel comfortable in the classroom. If in terms of whatever needs that they have, that can be then mitigated or mediated by the childcare worker or the special ed technician. So there is a little bit of crossover there. However, the Student Services Department doesn't do any, doesn't focus on any of the learning or evaluation in terms of academics. Our role is to help students strive for academic success by supporting them in terms of the other areas of their life that need support.
Ms. Cameron, do you think you could speak to how some students receive support in your classroom?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Golchik. So we have a lot of childcare workers, CCWs, who come into our classroom, and they really help the kids to integrate in class. So if I'm teaching a class, for instance, we'll have some adult helpers who come in and make sure the kids are on task, or just the simple things like helping them put papers in binders, or making sure they're up to date with things. They're an extra set of hands in the classroom that really provide the kids an extra person to go to if they're stuck. And I think the kids really benefit from having that in the classroom.
Thank you, Ms. Cameron. Oh, welcome back, Rebecca. Paul Marcops would like to know, how do student council elections work?
Well, I'll tell you on, I'll take that from the junior perspective, because I'm sure the students coming in at junior. So basically you apply, there's an application form that you fill out for student council, a letter of intent, like a short paragraph of intent, why you want to join, what you want to accomplish, what you're interested in. And, chances are you'll make it into student council if you're interested and you really want to work hard for it, because at junior campus, we have a lot of stuff to do. We have a lot of activities that we run and fundraising that we do. So we like to have a lot of members, and that way, we can graduate a lot of people out of junior, and then on senior, there's a more stringent, smaller group that is student council, but that doesn't stop you still from being an active participant and member of the community. I don't know if anyone else on senior wants to talk about what goes on there for their elections.
Well, it's exactly that. So basically, we have the secondary threes and secondary fours that will vote. So basically, all the people that are running.
Hold on, you're muted.
Oh, no, she's good.
I'm okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. All the people that are running, so most likely the president and the vice president, they will start their campaign and be posting around everywhere, putting posters up. So as students are walking by, they're handing out little bribes, you can say, little candies, come vote for me. And And basically that's how it's working. And then we pass by each classroom. They take off a check mark for who they believe should run the council next year. And then the votes go in, and then we see who wins. So it's not too complicated. But basically, when we're accepting new members, we will be accepting new members soon. We already had a bunch of people that applied, which we're very happy about. But as they come in, we do a little interview. It's nothing too stressful. We're very kind. We're very nice. We're very open. And really, it's a really fun experience. So I encourage everyone that's coming in on the junior side to definitely start with the student council.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adams, and thank you very much, thank you very much, Aislinn. I appreciate it. Can we have another question, please? From Miss Elizabeth, what kind of swimming programs are there?
I can't hear a thing, so if you guys are waiting for an answer from me.
No, you're good, Mr. Adams. It's okay. I think, Ms. Cameron, you are definitely the person to answer this question. I've seen you in the pool, I think the most out of anyone over here. So
That's very true. I get to walk around in flip-flops half the school year, which is so much fun, making the teachers jealous. So in the pool, as I said before, we teach them how to paddle. We do some swim classes so basically what we do is we take the whole class in, teach some whole class activities like inner tube water polo, like learning how to paddle, like doing the synchronized swimming as a class. And then after the class is finished doing their class activities, we'll send in some small groups of students who are a little bit less comfortable with the water. So the idea is to really get all of our students to be comfortable in the water. And they work with a lifeguard who is here all the time. Little groups of like 3 to 5 students max. And they learn how to swim, so that is really a life-saving technique for the kids. We want every student to be comfortable enough in water that if they fall in, then they're going to be okay.
thank you very much, Ms. Cameron.
You're welcome. Mr. Kulchik, I would love to share with you if you don't mind. I know so many people want to know what kind of sports we have at LaurenHill. So that'd be okay if you share that. All right. So the question we often get is, what kind of sports do we have after school? And I can tell you this is the list. It's pretty long. We have lots of stuff going on. We have some cross-country running. I have to make the list, break the list down. We have soccer, indoor soccer, outdoor soccer, volleyball, softball, basketball, hockey, track and field, swimming, flag football, rugby, and badminton. These are what we call our interscholastic sports. So these are sports that we create a team and then we go play against other schools. And then we also have what's called an after-school club. So here you don't have to try out for a team, but you can just come and play. And we have some amazing things happening this year. We have basketball, we have self-defense, we have a self-defense specialist, pardon me, it's hard to say that, coming in. We have a Zumba instructor. We're going to be doing some dragon boats, some ringettes, some athletic conditioning, some fencing. So we got you covered. If you want to do sports, come to LaurenHill. Awesome.
And I'm going to take this moment to say that we also have an esports team. So if you're interested in playing video games, we do have an esports team. I'm very proud of it. So can we have another question, please? I can talk about sports all day long if we had the time. Lucas Diakou-Makos, what is student life like at LHA? So Katja, as our social media secretary, would you like to answer this question?
Sure. Sorry. A day-to-day school life is basically you hopefully come in on time. You should. You go to your lockers, you grab your books, check your schedule, obviously, see what classes you have, grab your books. On junior, you can hang out in the Plastakai until maybe the warning bell, and then you can start heading off to your classes. And sorry, it's basically like that all day. On Wednesdays, we do start later, and if you are late, you definitely shouldn't be late on Wednesdays. Severe consequences. But on Wednesdays, it's 2 periods in the morning, then lunch, and then 2 periods after. But on regular days, it's 2 periods in the morning, recess, 3rd period, lunch, and then 4th period. And then you can go home.
Well, if you don't have an extracurricular activity schedule.
Yes, if you don't have an extracurricular activity, you can go home. If not, you kind of have to stay.
But
Aislinn, Demita, would either of you like to add anything to that?
I think she said it all. Basically, like Katia said, there's 4 periods each day. So you're going to have 4 classes. Sometimes it could be the same back to back, like the next day. So science and science. But it really depends on your schedule, which you all will get. We have like a 9-day cycle. And with that, you just follow your cycle. It's super, at the beginning, it's going to seem a little confusing. It's going to seem a lot, and you might get lost, but don't worry. There's going to be tons of people around to help you. The schedule will be really easy once you get to know it. It's going to become your best friend. But yeah, it's pretty much it.
Demita, anything to round up this question?
A little bit. So on senior, I think you get a little bit more lenience with your day. So for lunch period, you can actually leave campus and you could take the bus to Place Vertu, or you can go to Metro Couvertu to get something to eat, time with your friends. Just make sure you come back before the bell for class. Make sure you come back. And yeah, that's all I have to add.
Yes, we do like to ensure that there is a promptness to the students' return in the morning and after lunch. It's about building healthy habits. Speaking of healthy habits, I do think this is the perfect time to plug the fact that we do have a sponsored breakfast. $1 for any item, no matter who you are. Go to the cafeteria, $1 breakfast all day. No, $1 breakfast before period 1, all the time, all year round. Okay. So can we have another question, please? From Darren Werschler. This is a question for Max, who would like to know if the STEAM program does video production. Mr. Adams, would you like to answer this question?
The STEAM program does all kinds of fun things. And yes, we will be doing video production. We've done video production in the past where kids make stop motion Lego movies. I do plan on doing more video production this year. And I'm currently lobbying for a drone, so we're going to throw that in the mix as well. And hopefully, you know, we're going to create a whole bunch of cool movies and maybe even have a film festival at the end of the year. Who knows how that's going to go? But every year, it's always something new, and there's always a camera involved, and yeah, photography and filming, for sure.
Thank you, Mr. Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Another question, please. Dev Patel, is there a locker room for the swimming pool? And if so, does the room connect straight to the swimming pool? I can tell you with great certainty, we have a locker room that connects directly to the pool. You would, let's say you're at junior campus, it's lunchtime, lunch bell rings, you walk down the hallway, you have your lunch in the lunchroom, 5-10 minutes, spend some time with your friends, then you walk to the pool with your towel that you got from your locker, because we have a locker room for your school supplies. And then you walk into the pool locker room, lock your things safely, change into your bathing suits in one of our changing rooms, then leave the changing room, lock your clothes up back in the locker, go straight from that locker room to a door on the other side into the pool, swim with our in-house lifeguard, Mr. Alex Korbechkin. Then, when you're done, you take your towel, wipe off, maybe get a few swimming tips from Mr. Korbechkin, and then you walk back into the locker room, dry yourself off, maybe take a quick shower, changing room, unlock your locker, get your things, and you leave the aquatic center without ever having walked the halls in your flip-flops like Miss Cameron does, but she does it by choice. Did I get everything right, Miss Cameron?
I think you got it all right, Mr. Kulchek.
Thank you very much. I think we can take another question now. I hope that answered your pool experience. I'm a big fan of the pool. From Maria Isabella, when are you supposed to register? Very good question. If you're one of our feeder schools, so that's an EMSB elementary school, you should be expecting an application package to arrive in your classroom in the next, within the next month. And then we want those application packages back before December. But like I said, we are a very accepting school. We accept students at all time, but we do appreciate having the applications put in as early as possible, because we want to be able to give you the option course dance, music, fine arts, or drama that you first choose. It really bugs me to say this, but if you hand in your application to LaurenHill late, you may not get your first choice of fine arts option. Students, have you ever experienced this, or what were your early registration experiences like?
Thankfully for me, I always handed it right on time. I'm that type of student, so I never had that little problem. But we always have the numbers. So you put number 1, number 2, number 3. So just make sure you know if you really don't want to go into music, make sure that's your last choice, just in case, because anything could happen and there might not be enough space, which can happen. Just put it as your last choice, or if you want drama as your second, you put it as number 2. So basically, that's how it works. But thankfully for me, always stick to dance.
It's also never happened to me as well. I picked dance and I got in, thankfully.
We're a very large school, and that allows us to open many sections of courses and to keep our class numbers low. So we're very proud of that. Can we have another question, please? Ruby K, what are the steps for out-of-zone students? Oh, very interesting. I believe you need an interboard agreement, or with the new service centers and school board laws that might have changed. But I can tell you with great certainty, come and apply. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you can, as the student said, get here on time. We are more than happy to have you at LaurenHill Academy. We have students coming from Demontagne, Laval, as low down as Verdun in the south portion of the island, as far east as, I don't know a town far east, I'm very sorry. So yes, we do accept all students. Another question, please. Do we have a counselor? Ms. Pellicone, this question is for you.
Yes. Okay, so the Student Services Department is made up of several different professionals. I'm just going to explain again, like what the Student Services Department is supposed to be. So our mandate is to provide emotional, social, family, health, spiritual, and academic planning services to the students. And then by extension, we also end up helping sometimes the families and also the broader community. And again, this is all to support students during their studies. Our objective as a team is to make it feasible and safe for students to attend our school and help them feel like they belong, and help them work through any crises that they may be experiencing at school or at home. So we have multiple types of professionals, not what we call non-teaching professionals on the team. So we have guidance counselors. There's one guidance counselor at the junior campus, 2 at the senior campus. We have special ed technicians at both campuses, childcare workers that are assigned to certain students. We have myself, the spiritual community animator. We have a nurse that the CLSC lends to us, and a social worker that also comes from the CLSC, as well as other youth workers and student supervisors that are in charge of walking through the school and dealing with whatever issues arise in the moment. Again, we're trying to help students achieve, if they have any crises at school or at home, we help them work through that so that they feel safe and they want to come to school. Specifically, the guidance counselors, they help with academic planning, so graduation requirements, taking advanced courses in math and science, course selection at each grade, obtaining extra support and tutoring, either in school or outside of school, CEGEP program selection, application procedures, vocational trade, school programs. They help with concerns regarding motivation, failure of courses, if the student has to attend summer school, adult education, etc. They work with the resource team, so they consult with the resource team for students who have learning difficulties. They provide therapy, and intervention with the students who have difficulty with mental health, relationships, family, and friendships. They help students who have difficulties with substance abuse. They refer students to various clinics and support services outside of the school if need be. and they implement different school programs in terms of career exploration, sexuality education, substance abuse, mental health, and all of those things. So that's what the guidance counselors do. But like I said, we also have a social worker, the nurse. The social worker is more in line to help with students and their families to come up with solutions to overcome their obstacles that are having a negative impact on school functioning. And the nurse, her role is to make students make sure that they're safe and healthy. She also can do counseling when it comes to sexual consent, healthy relationships, contraception, STI testing, pregnancies, all those things. She also takes care of the vaccination for Sec 3 and offers first aid. So we have our student services department is very varied, so that at any stage, if a student is in a crisis, whether minor or major, there is always a professional on hand to help with either a prevention or an intervention. So for myself, I do more of the prevention. So I will go into classrooms and talk about themes and topics that relate to all students. But if there are the students who have specific needs or issues, then the other professionals on the team will step in and attend to that specific student and their needs. And like I said, across a broad range of needs. And as a student services department, we're always working together and consulting with each other and taking on different roles in that student's life in order to make school safe, happy, healthy, and we want students to feel like they belong and we want them to succeed.
Thank you, Ms. Pelicone. Really appreciate that answer. Can we have another question, please? What type of games is there in esports? In esports, we believe in collaborative gaming. So we focus on Minecraft, Rocket League, chess, and Super Smash Ultimate. So those are the games we play in our esports league, and we're very proud of that. Thank you very much. Very popular games, those 4 games. They're popular. Nora Chi, this is our last question of the night. How does LaurenHill's French program prepare the students for our Francophone society? Students, would you like to answer this question?
I'll go first. So I am in the French immersion program, and I'm in Enriched French, and I have been for the past 5 years. And I really think that as a Sec 1, it can seem like very intimidating, like you have the enriched title or even like a langue d'enseignement, like French as a second language. And I think that's really intimidating, but there's like excellent French teachers on staff. I personally have had 2 amazing French teachers, Monsieur Jose and Madame Poitras, excellent teachers. And my French has really like prepared me for like regular conversations and like also the workforce. I can like speak to people, interact with people. I think that's something really helpful in terms of like communicating with the outside world. And you really do build your French skills. And the work, in terms of work, it's really not hard. And if you do have difficulty, you can always ask your other friends in other classes or your teachers too, since there's remediation hours for the classrooms. You just have to ask them when it is. So it's a really like open space. There's no judgment for our French programs.
Thank you so much, Dimita. Aizen, Katya, is there anything you'd like to add?
I think Demita said it pretty well. Exactly that. I'm not in the enriched program. I'm in the regular, but I still am learning. I'm still adapting, and it really helps you just with basic French, to be able to speak with your peers in French. I know that sometimes we have discussions in the French class, so we just have to speak French, and it prepares you for the real world. It prepares you for a job in Quebec. So I feel like we offer a really good French program.
And I can tell you with the volume of reference letters I've written in the past year for LaurenHill students, they can speak French, and they are very, very capable of joining the workforce with those French languages in our Quebec French society. So that brings us to the end of our question and answer period. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Students, you've done a fantastic job. Staff, as always, it's a pleasure working with you. I'm going to say good night and goodbye as we bring Ms. Manos for our closing words. Hello, Ms. Manos. It's nice to see you again.
Hi, Mr. Kulchek. Thank you for co-hosting this evening along with Mr. McKelvey and Ms. Limperopoulos. Student ambassadors, thank you for showcasing LaurenHill Academy. I think just sometimes hearing it from the words of the students, our STEAM program students navigated their way beautifully through all the projects that they prepared last year, and we have many more exciting projects that they will be doing this year in our STEAM program. Thank you to the wonderful staff and professional staff at LaurenHill. You're always there for the students. The students at our school feel comfortable. They feel accepted. We're a multicultural school. We're very proud of our school and our school community. We have excellent parent participation. We have a home and school association, and our governing board meets regularly. We will be having our annual General Assembly next Tuesday at 7 o'clock for all our parents. A letter went out for that. Another exciting reveal that I have to end our evening is that next year we will be debuting our advanced placement math program starting in secondary 1. What this will mean is that students will be doing 2 years of mathematics in 1. They will be doing the secondary 1 and 2 math. And therefore, by the time this cohort gets to secondary 5, they will be taking pre-calculus in order to better themselves for the CEGEP and university programs in the high math and sciences. We're very excited about that. We really feel that our enriched programs offer the best of the best to our students. We have a wonderful fine arts concentration, as you got a glimpse of, our dance program, our music, our drama, our visual arts. Again, you saw some of we offer so many sports activities, our fitness center, our new aquatic center. Very proud, and we're very, very excited about everything there is. Student life is great. There's so many extracurricular activities, be it in the sports field or the gyms, be it in the learning commons with our robotics clubs, our chess clubs, our Battle of the Books, our book clubs. There's something for everyone at LaurenHill. So we look forward to welcoming the students for next year, for the 2022-2023 school year. We hope you come to LaurenHill. We will be here with open arms. Parents, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give myself or one of the vice principals a call. And if you visit our website regularly, you can see what we're doing all year long. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and welcome, and we hope you come to LaurenHill. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Manos. But the evening is not done yet. You still have an opportunity to tour LaurenHill. And unfortunately, because of COVID, we're not going to be doing tours of the building this year. But that being said, there is a virtual tour possible. You just take a look on the LaurenHill website. You should be able to find it. We also have a lookbook. We have our social media accounts, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And of course, all of these things are posted on the LaurenHill website. So Ms. Manos, on behalf of everyone, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for the committee behind the scenes who put this together. And we wish all of our future students a pleasant evening along with their parents. Be well, everyone.